The nation will be watching as news agencies start making their projections the night of the election. Correspondent Wendy Gillette reports on how CBS News determines those results.
We start with our exit polls.
CBS News Executive Director of Elections and Surveys Anthony Salvanto says the polls are the first indication of how a race is unfolding, followed by county votes.
What we do at the data desk is we look for patterns in the vote.
The 2020 presidential race in Wisconsin serves as an example, with blue arrows showing shifts to President Biden and red arrows demonstrating shifts to former President Donald Trump.
If we see consistent patterns in those vote shifts, then our models can start to point to the idea that the state is heading in one direction or another.
Turnout is also an important factor in making decisions.
The higher bars represent more voters. We look at whether there is turnout in each and every one of these counties that's sufficient for a candidate to make a margin that could give them or add to a statewide lead.
Decisions also depend on when counties report results. 4 years ago, this is what it looked like 3 hours after the polls closed in Pennsylvania.
We still didn't see a lot from Philadelphia, from all these voting-rich places that we know are going to be important in the state.
It all figures into projecting an election that could be one of the closest in history.
We're looking and trying to understand what's happened, but more importantly, why it's happened, what the patterns tell you about what the voters have chosen.
Those choices will soon become clear, with patience advised as the process plays out.
Salvanto says making projections comes down to math when the margin of error and the number of outstanding votes are not enough to alter who's leading.